Close your eyes and consider what South Africa was like in 1994. The air pulsed with possibility. The nation, long shackled by apartheid, teetered on the edge of a new beginning. Nelson Mandela had become president, the first black president in decades, and people from all walks of life were cautiously stepping into daylight after years of oppression. The 5 Rand coin minted that year carries that breath of freedom in every ridge, every relief, every polished surface. It is not just a financial instrument, it is a symbol of the nation's soul, minted at the freedom coin moment, right when change was no longer a dream but a promise unfolding. You hold it and feel its weight, not just in grams but in gravity. The coin's design, strong, bold, unflinching. On one side, the fiercely resilient black wildebeest, a creature built for endurance, built for the plains, surviving the elements and the predators. That wildebeest charges forward, not retreating. On the flip side, the coat of arms of South Africa, symbols of unity, of hope, of many cultures joining forces to build something new. Every line carved, every arc of metal forged, carries intention, something you almost feel under your thumb, something that almost vibrates with urgency. Pictures of coins are one thing. But holding one minted in 1994, seeing the luster it holds, knowing that for some hands it traveled many years before reaching you, this is something else. Scratches might tell stories, we might speak of journeys. That faint sound when the coin tumbles in a jar reminds you that value is not always obvious. Rarity doesn't always come from numbers. Sometimes it comes from what it represents: courage, change, hope. In the case of this 5 Rand coin, it's all those things. In auction rooms, behind locked glass, when collectors whisper it might show up, eyes shine. Because people know this coin is not just metal and mint. It is memory. Collecting is not simply hoarding. It's remembering. It's preserving moments when slips of time threatened to be lost. And 1994 was one of those slips. The moment apartheid fell, when the dream of equality, of dignity, took a real shape in government, in voices, in law. When people said, no more walls, no more division. When artists, leaders, ordinary citizens risked everything so that the next generation might live differently. And in that upheaval, in every public speech, every march, every tear and smile, the world watched. The 5 Rand coin was there. Marketed and distributed, stamped with imagery, produced quietly but loaded with significance. Many didn't see its full importance then. Many just saw change, unsure what shape tomorrow would take. Over time, some of these coins found their way into collectors' hands. Some remained tucked in change dishes, piggy banks, forgotten drawers. Some endured corrosion, some stayed pristine, untouched but for occasional glances. But every single one retained a connection, a thread, to that turning point. And as decades passed, those threads entwined into stories. A coin with sharp milled edges, perfect ridge definition, unblemished surface, a gem. One with slight contact marks or toned surfaces, character, history. Why does that matter? Because collectors care. Historians care. People who believe that objects are more than objects, they're artifacts of emotion, care. Now think of the demand. Not just among coin collectors in South Africa, but internationally. Anyone who studies currency, anyone who respects symbols. Auctions bidding quietly but fiercely. Pieces crossing borders, crossing continents. Quiet whispers about condition, about grading, about provenance. Questions like, did this coin come from a bank issue? Was it used in commerce? Was it stored in perfect preserving conditions? Every detail alters value. A coin in mint state, untouched, perfect fields, uncirculated, these are rare. And rarer still from that watershed year, that birthplace of modern South Africa. Picture an auction room, under soft lights, glass cases, velvet beds. The 5 Rand 1994 in a protective holder, lit so the metal gleams. A collector clears throat. The bidding starts modest but rises, thousands, tens of thousands. The crowd leans forward. Someone in the back raises a pedal, someone at the desk clicks a mouse. Each bid more daring than the one before. The coin is more than property. It becomes symbolic ownership of history. And the number climbs.